there's also very little chance you'd be able to hit all of your key targets, like missile sites and command centers, and that's even if you knew where they all were. And if the aim was to prevent the DPRK from firing its missiles, well, their mobile launchers can be quickly driven out of their safe tunnels, set up and fired well before you'd be able to scramble planes to respond. So, okay, the bombers alone don't work. Time to look at another option. To actually eliminate the North Korean threat once and for all, you're going to have to actually conquer and occupy the country. However, if you spend more than 2 seconds looking at a topographic map of the peninsula, you're quickly going to realize that invading North Korea is going to be far more difficult than something like Iraq was. Now, as you can see, driving straight across the DMZ, to put it mildly, is a bit of a nightmare. The DMZ sector contains millions of landmines, 13,000 plus artillery pieces, Scud missiles, tanks, surface-to-air missiles, bunkers, tunnels, and an estimated 750,000 North Korean soldiers, all concentrated along this 148-mile frontier. And even if we achieve a breakout here, we'll have to deal with another 550,000 North Korean troops stationed throughout the rest of the country. And although it is hard to make a definitive call on the morale of the soldiers who will be doing this fighting, as previous wars, or even current ones show us, when it's your country being invaded, you tend to be willing to fight a lot harder. Now admittedly, most of these will be conscripts, but because of that, they would have all had around 5 years of military training, so we can assume that most of them will be likely able to shoot with some semblance of accuracy, especially if we compare them to who we were fighting in Afghanistan or Vietnam. Now, these conscripts will probably be fairly poorly equipped, and the US will likely have a massive advantage in equipment and technology going into the conflict. But so did Russia when they carried out their offensive in 2022, until outside nations began sending equipment to help even the odds in Ukraine.